Over
Once you
here talking about this Wack 100 stuff. So let's see what he's talking about with Wack 100. Byron Blake usually breaks it down pretty good. Let's see what he got to say.
Vlad is doing this intentionally to help Wack, or if Wack reached out to Vlad and wanted to use his platform. But however it happened, Wack is now trying to use Vlad's platform to drown me out when it comes to this Big U situation. And to be honest, he's telling the truth now, so I ain't even mad at it. You know, if stopping me from being the person who people come to cover this Big U story or to hear what's going on, if your desire to stop me is what will force you to tell the truth, then I'm all for it. Now I want y'all to listen to what Vlad says in this clip, because Vlad says, hey, they saying something about Big U supposed to be getting this case dropped. They ain't gonna be using the DNA or something. And Wack goes into his little spiel. But of course, we all know where that came from. So first, I'm going to run the clip from Vlad. Y'all check this out.
What's going on with the whole Big U case? Because they're saying the prosecution is not using the DNA.
So it sounds like Byron Blake is catching on to Wack's little tricks. I've been told y'all, don't know if y'all believe me, but I've been told y'all what these guys do. They watch the smaller creators, the guys that's really out here hustling, doing the work, trying to come up, and they just take they talking points, they stories, whatever, and they just regurgitate it on a bigger platform, and they get more views, eyes, and the credit goes to them a lot of times, and it seems like that's what he's talking about. But let's see what he's saying. Let's keep going, y'all.
They found under the victim's nails.
Well, we said that back in April of 2025.
Now, the funny thing about this, I got to stop it right here. The funny thing about this party is Wack and his team are the ones responsible for coming to the internet with the story about his DNA being found on the...
Yes, he came to the internet with the story about the DNA being found under the nails of, they was trying to get the his DNA or whatever, and they finally got the warrant. So, but did he bring the information that they were no longer going to be able to use it? I don't know if I heard about that. Let's keep going.
The young kid.
Yeah, I wanted to play a clip from this No Jumper interview between Trapler Ross and Wack 100. They're talking about the DNA in this Big U case. Now, we all heard your favorite YouTuber 600 saying that there was DNA found under the fingernails that match Big U.
So, dude, they've been trying to get his DNA. So we looked it up. They've been trying to get his DNA for a while now. He's been denying it. The feds came and got involved in the case, and they sent the search warrant. They had to get a warrant to get his DNA.
Yeah.
When they got his DNA, it matched the DNA that was found under the dead body's fingernails. So that's tied him to it. You know what I mean?
His name 1200 now. He running with 12.
His DNA matches Big U found under the fingernails, and Wack and 600 both talked about this.
So
and when Trapler Ross,
if you get a warrant for it, then you finally get the DNA, now it's not admissible? How does that happen? Let's keep going.
On the show with Wack, he brought it up, saying, "Hey, it didn't turn out to be true." Let's play that clip.
We're warning him. I'm gonna be real. If somebody took my DNA a year or so ago, after a year, 18 months, I'm thinking ain't nothing of it. I'm not even thinking that my skin's under a dude's nails. And I hear the family say they found his DNA under the nails. I hear that. That's gonna be alarming to me.
That did turn out to not be completely true, though, right?
No, it was completely
from the complaint. It said that the DNA that was found, it couldn't confirm that it was Big U, but it couldn't rule it out too. Whereas they could rule out the other individual, right?
No.
I remember when Trapler Ross said this. I was watching this live, and he didn't stand on it. He I don't know. Let's watch.
I don't know where you saw that at. No. I don't know where you saw that at. No. I don't know where you saw that at.
So now you coming back saying, "Oh man, we said that in 2025." So what?
Right.
Y'all brought the story to the
That's what I
internet,
said.
told everybody his DNA was there loudly, and then you quietly came back and said, "No, that ain't true." So when the situation like this comes up, you can say, "Oh, well, man, we been said that wasn't true." Like, this is the type of stuff he do. Loudly, he's telling everybody his DNA and he's wrong, but he corrected and he's quiet. And it's funny because Vlad knows exactly who is saying the DNA was inconclusive. Like, he knows who made the video, who put the content out, but he'll rather say they are saying, like, everybody is covering this, when you doing that just to avoid. That's the part that makes me think this was calculated. This was a calculated move to discredit me. At least that's how I feel, because why not say Byron Blake said that
Byron been on Wack
That it wasn't.
No, for
it
sure.
wasn't. Once they were apprehended in that first paperwork, I think might have been Prince. Prince pulled those documents, and he's one of the exposers, and it showed that it wasn't a positive, it wasn't a negative. It was like inconclusive or some shit, right? But that's not even the basis of that case. That would have been a nail in the coffin. But it's so many other different elements. It's the ring, it's the security guard, it's the triangulation of when he turned the cell phone off, him leaving with the kid, they catching him on the ring with the kid, him leaving, and then where the body was found versus where he went back to and turned the cell phone back on. They just picked up a youngster who was supposed to be a witness to some things, who somebody was hiding him out. They just picked him up a week and a half ago.
Around this case?
Yeah, around this case,
Wow.
around the murder.
Okay.
But like I said, it's a whole lot of elements to this. The security guard, that was at the studio. They're swapping out of DVR boxes and cameras.
Once again, just like I was telling y'all about Eddie Boy, this is all designed to make you think that Big U is still doomed. Did you hear what he said about somebody who was supposed to be a witness getting picked up and somebody was hiding him? It sounded to me like he was laying low and Wack might have told the feds where he was at. If you pay attention, Eddie Boy has been constantly saying, "Hey, all y'all people that was talking to the feds, if you think you gonna hide now or you not gonna show up, the feds got something for you. They gonna do you bad." This all Eddie Boy been saying. So I'm saying this to say they are still working the case. Don't get it confused. It's just now they are in a position where they have to correct themselves. They have to monitor what they say, because somebody is watching who has a voice that can get the word out that they are lying. If we being 100, a lot of y'all come to me just to watch me catch them in lies. So now we have the ability to do that and a platform to do it on, and they want to maintain control of the narrative. They also want to maintain control of being the people that people come to for information about that case. So it's kind of forcing them to have to tell the truth. But now it's showing also that they not on the same page, because Wack is saying, "Oh, we said that a year ago. We said that a year ago." But Eddie Boy is saying that nothing changed.
My ex-comrade, my ex-crimey. We're going to talk about the boy, Mr. Draws Down, Mr. Eugene Henley Jr. We're going to talk about him today, bro. We're just going to give you an update on what's going on with his trial, and how it's progressing and how it's not progressing. I see things that have been happening on YouTube streams talking about that his case might get dropped, but a lot of people not paying attention and understanding that
Eddie Boy turned podcasting into normalizing snitching. That's what he did. He come, "Hey man, I want to tell y'all what's going on, all the secret stuff that I found out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, shut your goofy ass up. Let's keep going."
Motion that was filed on him suppressing what he needs to suppress already have been ruled on already, and it's under seal. And basically nothing has changed dealing with the murder.
Once again, the video that Vlad is talking about, the video that Eddie Boy was referring to in that video. It's my video. Wack, the video that Wack is responding to, is my video. So I'm saying,
I hate to tell you, man, you know what I'm saying? When you stand on business and you doing your thing out here, man, that's what they gonna do. They gonna speak on your content, they gonna speak on your points, they hear you, they see you, but they not gonna ever try to acknowledge you, brother. It just is what it is. You know, just know that we know who you are. And we respect who you are. You feel what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
yeah, like, why are y'all tiptoeing around? This is how you know these dudes be wrong, man. Because every time they call themselves calling me out or saying that I'm wrong about something, they never say my name. Even the latest goofy who was going on the rant about Big 30, he never said my name. I had to literally, he's confused. He like, I never said your name. Then he said, I did say your name, but I said it in a positive way. Like, man, shut up. You sneak this. And this is what these guys do professionally. They sneak this because they trying to gatekeep. Vlad seemed like he on some gatekeeping shit because you could have called me up to talk to me about it. Instead, you want to get Wack up here. You know, you could have said, hey, Byron Blake dropped that video. What's up with that? But instead, you trying to keep it silent on where the information is coming from because you don't want people to come and hear the truth.
Exactly.
And then you giving him a platform to say,
I promise you, bro. Anytime somebody got something to say that's really that could really, you know, make an impact with what they got to say, they gonna just go. They gonna go radio silent on you. That's how they fight that. You know what I'm saying? So when you're trying to put out a bunch of stuff and you on a bumper and you on their head, they're not gonna ever say your name. Wack gets so mad when anybody under him, around him, attached to him, addresses anybody that's saying something negative about him or them directly. I promise you, he's going to say, when I was going at EC Baby Draco, Jaleese, and all these people, I guarantee he was over there saying, "Don't respond to Demon Time. Don't even give him the gun. We don't even dress. He ain't even big enough." That's what they do, brother. Just it is what it is.
At that at any other time, you be like, well, you was the one that said it was his DNA, wasn't it? But you didn't say that this time. And Wack didn't go on there and say, oh man, he on Clubhouse doing all of the little rooting and ranting, trying to discredit me. But he didn't want to do that on Vlad because that's a bigger platform. And he don't want those people to come over here and see the truth. It's that simple.
Yeah.
That's why Vlad has never asked 1090 Jake about only doing 8 days. You know, they got their little system set up, and it's cool, but this...
And I've been said that, man. Wack is trying to do it to where he can blackball you from not only his platforms, but Vlad and No Jumpers. No, I sound like 4 extras. No Jumpers. But Vlad, No Jumper, and yeah. So, you know, that's what he's trying to do. He's a nerd.
This is the video that made him change his story. And this is the video where you can go find the truth and the proof of what's going on with Big U concerning that DNA evidence. Motion that Big U and his co-defendants had filed challenging the presentation of expert testimony when it came to DNA. Specifically, he was saying that on March 19th, the government disclosed a forensic expert that they plan to use and a copy of her report. They were saying that the government's homicide theory is that Mr. Henley shot RW and dragged his body into the desert. The government alleges DNA collected from RW's ankle sock area is consistent with the direction that RW was dragged, and it further asserts Mr. Robinson was excluded while Mr. Henley's DNA was inconclusive. The actual report says that Henley and Robinson were excluded from the black socks, and the rest of it was informative, meaning that it could not be used to say that he was involved nor that he wasn't involved. Big U was saying that this slight but very, very big misrepresentation to the court is what helped secure a search warrant. Well, part of it, and this is why this information is also included in his motion to suppress the search warrants. But It's also included in his motion to exclude certain expert testimony. The government has responded to these accusations, and they've offered, a meeting ground, I could call it. In this response, which was filed just yesterday, the government says that through their motion, the defendants have informed the government that they believe DNA evidence is irrelevant to this trial. They go on to say, if the defendants intend to tell the jury that Henley's DNA was not found on RW's body or some other misleading representation, the government needs to present this evidence. Otherwise, the government will stipulate not to introduce this evidence if neither side mentions DNA to the jury. So they basically saying that if Big U were to get up there, if he were to present, some testimony that his DNA was not found on the victim, then they would need to come in and say, hey, the DNA evidence that we found was inconclusive. It doesn't say that his DNA wasn't found. It just said we don't know whose DNA it is, right? But other than that, if Big U agrees not to do that, then they won't mention DNA at all, which tells you that the DNA evidence that everybody has been going on and on about is not what people have been making it appear to be. It's not. Now, when I originally dropped that video, I had people asking me, how is that a win? If the government is saying that they will bring it up if he brings it up, but they won't if he doesn't, how is that a win? Big U needs to bring that evidence up. He needs to mention that his DNA wasn't found. Actually, it's a win because the government has now conceded that they won't bring it up if Big U doesn't bring it up, which it demonstrates that it's not damning evidence. Prior to this, they were making it sound like Big U had. So it's a win because the government has now basically conceded that there is no DNA. We won't bring it up if you don't bring it up means we don't have anything in that category. Now, you might feel like it's a good strategy for Big U to say, well, my DNA wasn't found, or they tested the DNA and it was inconclusive. But that could leave room for the jury to be told, well, it was inconclusive, meaning we don't know if it was his or not. Whereas if you don't bring it up, DNA doesn't come up at all. It's not even a topic. And, it's up to the jury whether or not they even want to think about something like that. But an instruction could be given to stop them from thinking about anything that's not been put on the record. So you have that there. It's a win because, like I said, they have acknowledged that they don't have anything in that area. Now Big U has options. If he wants to bring up the DNA situation, he can. Yeah. If he doesn't have to. But it's no longer a situation where he has to find a way to defend himself from that particular piece of evidence. With that said, though, I'm going to wrap this one up, man. Make sure y'all hit that hype button before you get up out of here. Make sure you hit that like button before you get up out of here. We got these boys on the ropes. Not only is they changing their stories, but they not even agreeing with the stories that they going to change it to. Like, comment, subscribe.
All right, y'all. Let's stay on the same topic. Let's stay in the hood, man. I'm over here looking at the Ruler report, and he's saying that Wack 100 disrespectfully calls out Spoetyface to pull up to No Jumper. Have y'all not figured out what Wack 100 be doing? It's just every week he chooses somebody else to beef with to keep his name in the algorithm, and it's like y'all haven't figured it out. But all right, let's get into this.
I don't got no problem with people that's around Wack. I got a problem with Wack.
When it's time to get dope, I take off. Before the feds get the dope, I take off.
Spoetyface possibly just got a reaction out of Wack 100 that many people may not been expecting Wack to say. Now, I get it. A lot of people is on Wack right now because of the Moose Man situation. They feel like Adam 22 disrespected him at a level where Wack should have actually went in Adam's mouth as well as Moose Man's mouth. And after watching the Adam and Wack show yesterday with Mitchie Slick, I believe that although Wack didn't know that Moose Man was going to show up, Wack actually performed in a way that created views for No Jumper purposely. I don't believe that Wack was ever going to punch, or slap Moose Man in that situation at that time during that pod. So nor was he going to go off on Adam and hit Adam.
That's all it was.
Regardless of how disrespectful many people believe that Adam got during that taping or during the filming of that podcast. But with all of that being said, though, Spoetyface would weigh in on it. And this is possibly the reason why Wack 100 just disrespected Spoetyface to the fullest. But before we get into what Wack 100 actually said to Spoetyface, let's actually see what Spoetyface said to get us to this point.
I think Wack pick and choose who you want to turn up on or not. If you catch Wack by himself, Wack is not going to be tough. I promise you, he's not going to be tough. He going to be, oh man, I heard a lot about you, nephew.
Yeah,
it's going to be a whole lot of that.
He ain't capping.
And what Wack does, he surround himself with real street dudes. If he see you got a name, if he see you popping, if he see you are somebody, he want to align himself with you. The first time you don't say something that he don't like, then he go against you. And everybody be like, oh, why you don't have that same energy towards Spoetyface, Munchie B, and Young Ant Hefe?
He was on Spoetyface for a second.
I don't know if you seen Young Ant since he been beefing. I know he.
See, the thing is that if he sees some type of benefit or something he could take advantage of, he'll switch up his narrative on you. He'll start speaking you up. He'll act like he didn't say the negative stuff in the past. You hear what I'm saying? Oh man, no, Spoety, he a real one. You know what I'm saying? I was the one that brought him up here. I was the one that said that. You know what I mean? He stood on business. But then, like he said, as soon as you say something you don't like, man, he was never. The only reason we brought him up here is because he was a send off because 4 extras. We just used him to get that 4 extras. It's just the game, y'all. It's not hard to beat. All you gotta do is pay attention. Let's keep going.
Ain't seen much he be since he been beefing, but it's like this, man. I'm gonna keep it real. If Wack really beefing, to me, it's just the internet. Wack, he do his antics and he do all that. I'm not taking that guy serious, man. I'm not taking him serious at all. To me, there's no real beef. Like from my understanding, you say you in communication with a couple of my homies. That's cool. If it was really that, you know what I mean, it'd be that. I know what day Wack come on the Adam and Wack show. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna pop up on him.
Same thing with him. He know when I be up there. He ain't tried nothing. You know what I'm saying? It came up there.
Listen.
So to me,
bro, they popped up there. If you don't think that Wack was with Flacco and Jalise and all them when they popped up on you the first time, you're goofy. And then for 2, all you're gonna do if he does pop up, you're gonna shake his head. Oh man, Wack, you man, you're not finna do no type of violence, sir. You're a nerd. I'm just gonna keep it real. You're not down to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? You over there taking all them self-defense martial arts classes, grappling and rolling around on the ground and shit. Ain't finna scratch a fly. You hear me? Let's keep going.
It's not no real beef, bro. I'm not trying to get at him.
I know.
For
we
my
know
understanding,
you're not trying to do nothing.
He not trying to get at me. I mean, he talk mess. He do a lot of this, but he know
you do a bunch of this. You ain't got that. Put these on
nobody. I just don't mess with
it.
it. I'm cool with the internet beefing, man, and especially with Wack. These dudes play the police. Shout out to Moose, man. He pulled up, and then you know what I'm saying. Wack didn't do nothing. He called his bluff. All that hold me back and all that. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing else, because you literally had the dude in the room, and you was angry about it. And you try to take it there, but you didn't do nothing but throw a water bottle. They throwing water bottles. Why you doing all the pump faking, yelling, and the fake theatrics and the antics, all the shenanigans?
That shouldn't.
Because you a mark. You really don't want them type of problems, man. That's why I be saying, all y'all think this dude is hard and all that he be doing, man. All that's pump faking, bro. I don't beef with Wack. Wack beef with me. Wack beefing with himself, homie. These dudes gonna come. I promise you, bro. These dudes is not gonna take it there. It's gonna be somebody around him that take it there. He's not the one that's gonna be taking it there. So all that loud mouthing that he be doing on Clubhouse or when he get on podcasts and talking mess about me and the other dudes, like, nigga, what you doing? You ain't did nothing but talking. That's all he doing is talking. And it shows. You had somebody right up in front of you. Why you what happened to the squabble with you and Jay Diggs?
Right. You don't want that.
And I'm not promoting violence because
yes,
I feel like everybody should be able to talk or communicate or get an understanding about, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
is anybody else annoyed with this nerd for always acting like he don't want to be a gangster and act like he want to be a gangster, then want to be a preacher, then want to be an activist? I'm tired of you. Figure it out, sir. You got multiple personalities. That's what it is. You don't know who you are. Figure yourself out. Let's keep going.
Or be able to critique somebody without having to be disrespectful or turn violent. I'm not with that. That's why I say Wack beef with himself. I don't beef with Wack. Wack is never gonna give me a head up fade. He would never fight me. He would never fight me. The Wack would never give me a head up fade.
Man, you always talking about somebody won't never fight you, but then when somebody trying to fight you, you ain't never showing up.
To do something to me, and to me that's cowardly. The same thing he said, he put $1,500 on Moose Man head. Like, what you talking about putting money on people's head for not liking how you podcast? Like, come on, bro. Like, what we out here doing, bro? Niggas is out here talking. All that's pump faking.
It's the pump
faker. Niggas ain't like that, bro.
Pump faker.
That's why I said I'm cool on all that, because I'm a blow it. And then if a nigga blow it, I'm gonna be in a jail cell somewhere doing life, or somebody hurt me that I ain't even got a problem with. That's how it's gonna hurt. He got all these yes men around him. He got all these people that's trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to hang on to him and whatever he doing for him and all that. Them gonna be the ones that blowing. I don't got no problem around. I don't got no problem with people that's around Wack. I got a problem with Wack.
How did we get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. Man, listen. So Spoetyface just basically gave his opinion on Wack 100, man. And like, before I even started this video, I skimmed through Spoetyface's video because I really wanted to react to what Wack 100 said. But after listening to what Spoetyface said, like, he basically said that Wack 100 knows what time he's up at No Jumper. And if it was really that, Wack would pull up on him at No Jumper and get busy. Now, Spoetyface said some other things, and I've been hearing this $1,500 on, Moose Man's head, which was addressed yesterday on the Adam and Wack show, where it was basically like, listen, $1,500 can get anybody hit up, not him specifically, but remember I said, like, man, people got to start watching, including what they saying on the internet, because we know that them people is watching, but, some people feel like the stuff they're saying is cool. If that's what you want to do, cool. I ain't got no issue with it. But at the end of the day, though, we do got Spoetyface on here saying that Wack do not want to throw hands with him, and basically saying that Wack surrounds himself around street people who will actually do his bidding for him. He went as far as to say that, he would hate to be locked down behind bars for knocking down somebody who he really ain't got an issue with, because his issue is with Wack 100. Now, again, all of this stuff to me is content. All of it. On every side of it, every angle, no matter who's saying it. Munchie B, the Brick Babies, the Munchie B's, the Brick Babies, whoever is saying it, I believe that it's content. I don't believe that these guys really want to get at each other in a way where we're going to see some action. You know what I mean? I don't see it happening. It's just a lot of woofing and a lot of talking. I'm not even just talking about Wack 100. I'm just saying in general. Now, we've been hearing these type of discussions for over like 2 years, where individuals get into it with certain individuals around the No Jumper podcast, and nothing really happens. It's normally like the non-affiliates or the quote-unquote square dudes, the ones who really end up getting into it. We seen Almighty Suspect get down and get busy on an individual on, Adam's show or whatever. Or was it Kelpie? That situation. Lush and Almighty Suspect. We haven't seen any of the certified, the people who really supposed to be affiliated, from these neighborhoods out in California. We haven't seen them get busy over this potting yet. And we really don't know if it's going to happen. But with all that being said, though, Wack 100 got on Clubhouse and made it very clear that if Spoetyface wanted that from him, pull up. Matter of fact, he sent an open invite, as well as he gave a time when Spoetyface can come.
So now, Spoety, since you want to dance and you this whatever you supposed to be, your mama's a bitch, your daughter's a bitch, you's a bitch.
You got a reason to get to it. Now you got a reason to be mad at me. We rock and roll however you want to rock and roll. I bet you won't pull up on no jumper on me like you did I tried to do Doughboy. I guarantee you won't pop up on Wack. Thursdays, 4:30 to 7. Fake ass niggas, you niggas scared to die, you niggas is scared to boy. You ain't got enough money to fight that nigga, heal from that boy. Please. Y'all talk that shit about that Valley nigga, but yeah, you ain't coming to play with him.
So it seems as though they're both inviting each other up to the podcast when the other person is potting. And like, listen, man, like this is, I don't agree with them inviting each other up to a building that's not neither one of their buildings and saying, come when I'm there. Because the building owner ultimately is going to be held accountable for any crazy activity that happens. If these two go outside and do something crazy to each other and leave, and then, you know, the police or the mayor or the council people or whatever begin to like try to get that building or that studio closed down, you know, that's going to fall on Adam, which Adam helps bring a lot of this drama to the building, his damn self. But either way, these two dudes, man, I don't see this happening. I'm not for sure if I'm going to say that Wack is scared to catch a fade with Spoetyface or Spoetyface scared to catch a fade with Wack. I just don't see it happening at the...
Bro, why are y'all acting like they didn't just run a play over there with DC Baby Draco and the gorilla shit and that podcast that didn't go nowhere? And then he came over there and now he's over there in No Jumper. They're just running plays. And you guys just fall right into it like... Bro, he's not trying to do nothing to Spoetyface. Spoetyface ain't trying to do nothing to him. These guys are nice. Nice-ass humans. Polite humans at that. You hear what I'm saying? So I don't know why y'all are acting like they even want to do anything, but I guess, whatever. Let's listen what else you got to say.
This point, because again, I don't see this...
Y'all seen him cur up
that
for...
serious. Now,
hold on. Y'all seen Spoetyface cur up for Poetic Flacco. So why would he not cur up for... Wack 100. But they're already running plays, brother. Listen, I already told you. I talked to this nigga, PC Baby Draco the day before they went and did everything. Before he told me they was going there. So how did he not know? But the other guy knew. Everybody in the whole situation knew, but Spoety, shut the fuck up. And you ain't put no pause on them. Shut the hell up. You're nice.
If people are to the point where they're so insecure about themselves that they have to turn to violence because of a disagreement of words,
that ain't nothing.
That says a lot about that individual, man. Like, men supposed to have a lot more self-control than that, but we see men crash out all the time. But we're not just talking about men or the male species, though. We talking about people that's in their late 30s, 40s, and damn near 50 acting like this. Again,
Wack is 7,900 years old.
F his mama, he said F his daughter. And if I'm Spoetyface, I'm really not taking a lot into that because I'm pretty sure Wack don't know Spoetyface's mama. I'm pretty sure Wack don't know Spoetyface's daughter like that.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that.
Somebody saying something about one of my kids or my mom, it really ain't gonna affect me. For one, because I don't even know you niggas, but for two, you don't know my mama or my daughter.
This would be a good opportunity to start some beef. Y'all think I should go start some beef?
Grown man,
should I call Big Gucci and
see
what he said?
At the end of the day,
see what he think about what he said?
Wack is responding because Spoetyface said what he said about the Moose Man situation. You know, I've learned dealing with the Wack 100 content that you can talk about Wack and like just critique what he says, and he, you know, doesn't like it. He responds to it. He reacts to it. You know, and he gets, you know, into where he goes. But I've seen Wack actually respond to people that critique the stuff that he says online. Like, they don't know what they're talking about. You know, they don't have nothing to talk about. They don't have their own story. Or these dudes is from out of town. Or, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what he say.
But in this situation, this ain't that.
I'm finna call Big Gucci.
He's calling him out for a fight. And Spoetyface sound like he's willing to fight, but he want to fight Wack. He don't want to fight
willing
Wack.
to fight.
Entourage. I mean, set it up. Set it up. It don't. I mean, that's my advice to them. Set it up. If y'all want to get down, Adam was gonna let Wack 100 and Ant get down in the alley. So Wack and so Adam said so. Let Spoetyface and Wack get down in the alley. Set it up. Even if it's on a day when Wack is streaming. Even if it's on a day when Spoetyface is streaming. Set it up. Get it out the way if that's what y'all want to do. If not, keep it content, man. You know, keep the content going. I feel like at this point, I know a lot of people want to see Wack catch this L. I know a lot of people want to see Wack catch some hands from somebody. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna jump out on a limb and say this. I'm not the person that want to see that. I actually want to see people keep creating content, kill all this threats and street stuff about what you gonna do or what you ain't gonna do to somebody or who ain't gonna do what to you. And I'm not just talking to Wack, I'm just talking in general. And you know what I mean? Let's keep this shit content, man. There's money to get on this internet. It ain't no need for people to turn this content space into a space where we do content that ends up spilling over into the streets.
See what he gotta say.
And people end up getting into it, losing their lives.
What's going on, brother?
Losing their freedom, losing the tooth or something like that, man. I mean, to me, it's not necessarily worth.
I seen you was on. I seen you was at the pool party, Janet. So shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Janet be everywhere. She's always somewhere, goddamn, doing it up. Yeah, I wish I would have known. I didn't know. I didn't get to come, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's get back to this. But I did text Big Gucci because I want to see what he thinks about Wack 100's disrespectful words. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that 4 Extras and Spoetyface are blood related, and he says that 4 Extras and Spoetyface is like nephews. I don't know. You know how people be like, "That's my nephew." You know what I'm saying? But I just want to know. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a little beef started today. You know, I just got back podcasting today. I'm trying to start beef immediately. And yeah, so we're gonna wait on him to see if, you know what? He was just active. Let's just call him. I wanted to text him before I put him right online, but let's just go ahead and put him online. Hold on. Why is he not ringing out loud? See what he got to say about this. Because that was disrespectful. I want to go back and hear what disrespectful words he had to say. He said F his mama and all that.
Since you want to dance and you just whatever you supposed to be, your mama's a bitch, your daughter's a bitch.
What?
You's a bitch.
No, you went way too. Whoa. Wow. He loved to go right to that disrespect. That's crazy, brother. That's wild. Like, you don't involve the kids. It's usually women and kids, but sometimes the women get disrespected too. But the kid? What else did he say? Oh, now he back active, but he just ain't answering the phone. All right, it's cool.
You got a reason to get to it. Now you got a reason to be mad at me. We rock and roll however you want to rock and roll.
You know what he's doing, though? You know what he's doing? He's trying to force Spoetyface's hand to get active up there, which is going to put him out the building if he gets active with Wack 100. And Wack 100 really a sneaky little snake. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of like it because I love messiness, right? But he's a sneaky little snake, right? Because what he's doing is what did Moose Man do? Moose Man went online, talked crazy, said all this shit, you know, Wack ain't gonna do nothing, he's short and fat and da-da-da-da. So what does Wack do? Wack goes and starts some beef with Spoetyface, disrespects him, and then invites the violence up to No Jumper. So either, Spoetyface, what you gonna do? You gonna crash out? Or are you going to just, I want to keep my job? More than likely, you're going to react emotionally. You're going to try to do something. I don't know what you're going to do. And if you don't, we're going to remember that you and 4 Extras came up there and y'all tried to press Brick Baby. So no, hold on. Let's look this up. 4 Extra and Spoetyface go to No Jumper. Yeah, we're going to remember this. So you better pop your stupid ass up there, and you better get violent. Yeah, there we go. You better get violent with Wack 100. That's what you better do, yeah. Or else, you're a nice individual. Yeah, you're a polite human. Yeah, you're scared of Wack. That's the new narrative I'm pushing on Demon Time Exotics. Spoetyface is scared of Wack 100 if you don't pop up there just like you did in this video. Look at this is what before I even knew who 4 Extras was for real, but I knew he came up there in some sweats, ready to squabble. You know, we put on sweats when we ready. I'm ready to squabble right now. You hear what I'm saying? That's what's going on.
I want to be present. Can I be present for that?
Oh, my bad, y'all. I'm not even showing it. I'm so mad.
You tell him no Spoetyface, 4 Extras and Spoetyface out here.
I shouted out my boyfriend. You should have shouted out Demon Time. Bro, why is it not showing? Oh, man. My bad, y'all. Now, this is my bad.
What Brick Baby say, cuz gonna let us in. Be a real
Who voice is that?
F4.
F4? 4-0? So you was up there gang banging. You were an activist at this point. You were up there actively pressing Brick Baby, trying to get your yeah. You was up there. You was up there trying to get active, sir. So I don't want to hear no excuses about what you don't want to do, how you wasn't gonna do it. Listen, because we heard Wack say this.
You's a bitch.
Tell him we trying to do it anymore.
You got a reason. Whatever you.
The open invite.
If you want to dance, you just. Whatever you supposed to be. Your mama's a bitch.
What?
Your daughter's a bitch.
That's disrespect. I don't like the second part. Not even the first part.
You got a reason to get to it. Now you got a reason to be mad at it. We rock and roll however you want to rock and roll.
Demon Time dressed like a bed bug.
I bet you won't pull up on no jumper on me like you did.
Nah, I just want to try these Yeezy sweats out.
I tried to do Doughboy. I guarantee
you don't guarantee
you
nothing.
You won't pop up on Wack.
I did, and you didn't do nothing but pat me down.
Thursday,
make sure you were safe.
4:30 to 7.
That's all you did.
Fake ass niggas. You niggas scared to die. You niggas is scared to boy.
Ooh, I wish I was not blocked by Spoetyface. I would try to call him.
Please.
But he has me.
Y'all talk that shit about that Valley nigga, but yeah.
He has me.
You ain't coming to play with him.
So it seems as though they're both inviting
all
each other.
Right. So I gotta go through somebody else. Let's see if I can let's call Young and Hefe and see if I can get him to get Spoetyface is not gonna talk to me because I called him a police officer, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Let's call Young and Hefe and see if we can get like a 3-way call to Spoetyface. I'm here to start some beef today. Y'all ready for some beef? Y'all miss me? Y'all know I come back all right to the beef. I come back trying to start it up. I'm gonna look it. If I can't get a hold of Spoetyface today, I'm gonna make another video calling him the police officer. So somebody better tell him to connect with me. All right, man. He gonna call me back after I'm off live and say, "Hey, man, what you doing and stuff." All right, man. I'm gonna try to get Spoetyface on the phone so I can attack him. You feel what I'm saying? But let's see what else is going on out here today. I guess I'll let this play.
Up to the podcast when the other person.
Yeah, you better pop up there, sir.
And listen, man, this is.
They act like Wack the Boogeyman. He's not.
Each other up to a building,
bro.
That's not.
He doesn't be riding with all of these guys everywhere he go. He be dolo and with R&B. Maybe one person. When he go up to no jumper in places where he really got to bump into shit, then that's when he got the guys with him. You feel what I'm saying? He's not like that. Y'all ever notice that anytime somebody meets Wack in real life, anybody that can say they've seen his skin, that bumpy ass skin in real life, reptilian face, they're like, oh, he was on some nice shit. He was hella nice. Rockstar said he was hella nice. I said he's hella nice. Anybody that meets him in person, Spoetyface even saying he's hella nice. This guy is a chameleon. He's tricking you. He's a really good actor. Shout out to him. No, because he really has y'all tricked. And I want to give him his props for being such a good fucking actor and tricking the shit out of y'all. Because y'all really be believing it. I drove 8.5 hours to Las Vegas to meet him in person. And I hoped I wish it. Listen, I wanted him to scratch. I wanted him to scratch anything around me. I wanted him to step on a bed bug. You know, since he said I'm looking. I wanted him to step on a roach around me. I wanted him to do anything. I was going to slap his lips off his face. I swear to God. In real life. Y'all think I'm playing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to play. I like that nigga, man. He's a big old nerd. All right, let's see. I almost clicked on a nerd's. I almost clicked on a nerd's video. Can't do that. Let's see what we got going here. All right, let's play this until I find something.
Neither one of their buildings and saying come when I'm there. Because
I'm
gonna
try to get some beef started
ultimately
today.
is going to be held accountable for any crazy activity that happens. If these two go outside and do something crazy to each other and leave, and then, you know, the police or the mayor or the council people or whatever begin to like try to get that building or that studio closed down, you know, that's going to fall on Adam, which Adam helps bring a lot of this drama to the building, this damn stuff. But either way, these two dudes, man, I don't see this happening.
While I figure out what to watch, let's take a little intermission break. I know you guys like the work song. You don't like when I start with Red Beams. But y'all gotta tap in with my homeboy Oos, man. Tap in and here we go. Red Beams. I'm gonna find something for us to watch.
Heading to the top, that's where I'ma be. Way a nigga moving, got them all scared of me. Allegedly, and apparently was hoes. I can see that shit up in their eyes. Yeah, it's blurry, but I'm still reading through the lines. I've been going, I've been way up in the sky. Nigga coming home, she say that she ain't coming tonight. Nigga, sticks all around me, nigga, you can see it everywhere. Tell them niggas that you around and I ain't ever scared. Big weapons on me, nigga, tell them that I'm well prepared. And this chick on me, nigga, tell her to get out of here. I don't like to hang with no followers. All they gon' do is call the coppers here. TLC, baby, that's just a copperware. In other words, table letters in the chairs. Beat a nigga ass with a fucking snare. Meet a nigga fast like you wasn't there. Extra utensils like Tupperware. And we 9 deep, why would you come in here? I don't like your kind, nigga, I can't even lie. Niggas gon' be fake when the motherfucking die. I ain't tripping up. Real niggas, they know that I'm with it though. Getting to the motherfucking bread like a dinner roll. Red beams on the sticks just so we can see. Heading to the top, that's where I'ma be. The way that I'm moving, God, niggas scared of me. Allegedly, and apparently it's home. I can see it in their eyes. Keep it on sense, nigga, quit telling lies. In sync with it, baby, bye, bye, bye.
I looked in Wack's eyes, he was a bitch. I promise you. He's not like that at all. Don't want any issues. You walk around with a pocket knife, sir. You're a poker.
All you heard was a click, then a pop, 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 nigga. What she finna do with all that ass that she got? She said, what you gonna do with all that cash that you got? If they don't give it to me, then I'm snatching the top. Got a bunch of killers with me like we playing Black Ops, nigga. Hold up. But this is not a game. Hanging with the real ones, cause I don't hang with lame. She said that she tryna get her money up, then get your change. How you expect to get somewhere if your lifestyle never changed? Nigga, super duper scope, hit your ass from long range. Toss the whole system, cause I ain't for no games. What's wrong with your mental? Is you sniffing cocaine? Oh, hell nah, you need to do your own thing. Me and baby girl, we was doing the wrong thing. In other words, that's the grown thing. And that nigga got his air gas, propane. The shit I'm smoking on got me feeling no pain. And she just came right here, no Rogaine. I'ma fuck you right here and send you on your way. Gotta watch when you be fucking with her, hit you with the K. If they do in your goon, they gon' get you out the way. Red beans on the stick just so we can see. Red beans to the top, that's where I'ma be. The way that I'm moving got them niggas scared of me.
Cut it.
Apparently, and allegedly.
Cut it out.
I can see it in their eyes. You ain't really
Cut it out.
Nigga, quit
We don't like it.
Ain't how to see
We love it, actually. Tap in, man. Come on, brother. Show some love around here. You know what I'm saying? It's my people in them. Oops. Tap in. You know what I'm saying? We really got more stuff for y'all. Did y'all know I rap? I be rapping too, shit. And I'm kind of cold. I'm really fire. I just don't, you know what I'm saying? One day, I don't want to play for y'all until I get a YouTube video to play with some visuals. All right, we got some more Wack 100 hate on the way. Hate. I don't like you. Somebody call him and tell him Money said he doesn't like you very much. He said he wants to smack your lips across your face and you're nice. Tell him that. And he's gonna say, yeah, I believe Demon Time said that. Yeah, you know, because I told him when I was there. Listen, when I met Wack, I was already there before he came in. So I'm really mad. I'm like, dang, I was doing all this explaining. I don't even give a fuck. Whatever. Basically, I was explaining that I met Wack. He was nice as hell. He patted me down. Fuck, I was on a different screen, y'all. I'm mad. All right, let's just get to the other Wack content. But let me just show y'all. So I'm in the background back there. Boop. See, now this is Wack always says that they was trying to pull him into a squabble and get a case on him. But he was just scary. You hear what I'm saying? Because when the fight dragged off, look at how short and goofy and just unpleasing to the eye he is. Because I have to say certain words now because they're going to hate. I'm just channel slow as shit. You know what I mean? So I have to choose my words carefully. But you're going to see his scary ass run right up out of there. You're going to see me in the background looking like, oh, y'all scraping something? I sat down and enjoyed my muffin. You hear what I'm saying? I was chilling. Boop. Look it. You see me right here. I look back like, damn, y'all scuffing them? Look at Wack got up out of there quick. Wack didn't waste 2 seconds getting up out of there. You gonna see Wack walking away, watch. Look it. There he goes. Look at feet were on. Look at, get your stupid, you was out of there. Look at the camera had to make sure they caught his stupid ass running up out of there with your nervous, nice ass. Boy, you don't want no violence. All them war stories about beating up Mexicans in prison. Shut the fuck up. You're a liar. I know it because I met you. I looked in your eyes. You're extra nice. Whoever that person was you used to be back in the day, you're not him anymore. Let me come check and make sure my microphone is working. You hear what I'm saying? I have to make sure my microphone is working now. I don't know how my microphone stopped working. But anyways, so with his running ass nigga. Now you look at they gonna beat him out the door. Yeah, they beat him out the door. Yeah, I was over there trying to goddamn get me some muffins. They talking about why you didn't help us jump him. I said it's 6 of y'all. It's 6 of y'all and 1 human. You can't beat him up correctly? You need help from the podcaster? Shit. I didn't know I needed to help y'all. I thought y'all had that handled. I'm like, oh, he's scuffed up. I expected him to come back scuffed up, but you guys didn't even scuff him up good. Look at, let's watch. You guys didn't even scuff him up good. He was really poop popping y'all dumbasses. Look, watch. He finna put beaters on his pockets. Boop. Look at pockets. Oh, look at, you didn't even catch it. Look at Wack is trying to run about it. Wack snuck out the door. This nigga snuck out the door and goes to his car. Watch. He's gonna hit it right. He's gonna act like he's gonna say, all right, babe, let's go. Get your dirty ass out of here. Look it. Boom. Look, and Loose Cannon is a coward because you had to wait on everybody to come down here on one man. You had to wait on 6 people to gather around like y'all was going to communion in church. Fucking goofy, I'm mad. Let's keep going. Look at missing punches, Wack running. He go outside, then he gonna run to his car. Let's get to this part where he's running to his car. Look at, he's like, hey, what's going on out here? Oh, look, he put beaters on his pockets. He said, all right, man, it's time to go. Look, your homeboy's getting knocked out. He said, this one dude is knocking your whole crew out. It's time to leave. You guys can't protect me. You guys can't even protect yourself. Look it, this is crazy. Are y'all understanding? So I was in there eating a biscuit and some vegan food, having a shot. Like, they should have scuffed him up by now. But he just put the beaters on his pockets. Boop. Look it, you see beaters fall. Pockets, get up off the ground. Get up off the goddamn ground. Look at, even the cameraman was trying to stop some shit. Look at, Wack was like, I'm not involved. I am not involved. They were chasing him all around the parking lot. I come outside, look at, you see, I was parked right in front of the door. I told Wack, look, let's rewind this, hold on. I told Wack, I said, I wasn't gonna, even if you would have tried to put your hands on me, I was parked right here. This is me, I'm parked right here. I would have made it to that car and somebody would have been unalive. No longer to exist. All right, I know y'all heard enough of me ranting. Just made me so mad because he's such a bitch. Such a bitch. Oh, yeah, I ran everybody off. All right, let's get back to it. Anyways, just wanted to tell y'all that. And let's keep going.
Watch this. Wack 100 no QCP.
What happened? Let me see. How do I fix this? Let's do it like this. My bad, y'all. I don't know how my audio got disconnected, but it should be. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear the audio on this video.
The stumped down diabolical rat.
Yeah.
But he would never say it. Mm-hmm. He's going to always do everything he possibly can to justify it. Mm. The same, QCP has done worse than people Wack has condemned and did everything in his power to make the whole world feel like or view them as a snitch.
Yeah.
QCP is a dollar by. Not only did he tell him, motherfucker, but he called the police for follow-up to make sure a motherfucker get prosecuted.
Yeah.
He knows that. But he'll never admit it because he's...
The fact that P was able to kind of skate on that and didn't really get the full condemnation of hip-hop was pretty amazing.
That's why Gucci Mane did what he did. Because if QCP and
Gucci are or were like this. So
QCP, one of the only like peers of Gucci you've really seen Gucci around in the last 5 years.
So who do you think called him and told him snitch on Pooh Shiesty?
But to be fair, Gucci probably snitched on Pooh Shiesty like 10 minutes after Pooh Shiesty robbed him. You know,
Yeah, but
he probably didn't have a lot of time to think about it.
Yeah, but who do you think has been in his ear to make him feel comfortable with what he did? To convince him that what you're doing and what you have done, nothing wrong with it. You're a businessman now. That's the same thing that QCP did to justify him telling on Stunner like that. Same thing. So he snatched a page out of his playbook. Same thing.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah, that's hard to deny.
Those two things are more similar than anything else.
Yeah,
same thing.
Yeah, that is wild. What about just Atlanta in general? It feels like he's got such a crazy reputation for fostering all of the rats currently.
So listen, what Atlanta is getting right now, Atlanta deserves what they're getting. They're getting spanked all across the globe. They deserve it because there's no city that kind of like push the anti-rat narrative more than them.
Yeah.
And they had control of hip hop.
Yeah.
Right? So they had control of hip hop. Atlanta was, and it still is, the seat of hip hop. It still is ground zero for all things hip hop. Atlanta still has control. New York doesn't have it. Atlanta doesn't have it. I mean, excuse me, Miami doesn't have it. Houston doesn't have it. LA doesn't have it. You still have to see Atlanta when it comes to power in the world of hip hop, right? You still have some of the biggest rappers in the game right now, from the 21 Savages to the Gunners to the Young Thugs, the YF and Lucci's, they're all from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Still have a lot of influence. Atlanta deserves the ass whooping they're getting right now. And we know that because we knew that they knew a lot of the bullshit going on. When 21 Savage sent that tweet out, he admitted that they knew that QCP was a rat, and they believed that Gunna was a rat. I personally don't believe that Gunna was a rat, right? But what 21 Savage said when he said, "Hey, we've been new."
Well, it wasn't a tweet; it was the phone call, right?
So listen, the leaked jail phone call that was critical because it showed QCP that the people that he thought were friends with him, including Lil Baby,
were friends with him despite what they really thought about him.
Right, and they were talking behind his back.
Yeah.
And that's why he responded like he responded. When those jail phone calls got leaked, he responded.
Yeah, he was angry.
He was angry about that shit because the people that he thought, right, that he was cool with, at least on the surface, they were talking about him the whole time. And so those leaked jail phone calls started a domino effect of exposing all things Atlanta.
But okay, let's say you got exposed as a rat. Would you prefer that somebody like me, that, you know, we're cool, we got a relationship now, whatever, maybe we're probably going to stay in communication, but would you prefer that I speak candidly to my friends and say, man, that dude Dogface, he be ratting, bro, that shit crazy, he told, but then get on the podcast and say, hey, I'm not the one who's going to judge, you know, just do all this semantic games or whatever. I'm not the one who's going to judge Dogface. I don't know what happened in that situation. I'm not going to speak on it. That's my man's, etc. I feel like doing that is not actually hypocritical. That's actually the coolest shit that I could do as a homie, is to say one thing publicly and then keep it real behind the scenes.
That's not hypocritical within and of itself.
Yeah.
Right? It is what it is. It's politics, right? What is hypocritical is you condemning somebody else for doing the same thing that you are trying to run a public relation campaign for, to make it look like that's not what that is with somebody else. That's where the hypocrisy comes in at.
Yeah.
The hypocrisy is when Wack 100 can say, that's a rat, that's a rat, that's a rat, that's a rat. They did X, Y, Z. But then the people who he liked, don't forget when Young Thug first, when the interrogation videos came out, Wack was trying to explain it away because he still had some type of relationship. But as soon as Pee Wee Roscoe rolls up on him, and as soon as Thug then rolls up, Wack changed his course and went to trying to assassinate Thug's character. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. I mean, in order to speak honestly about Atlanta's hip hop scene, you kind of have to be willing to acknowledge that a lot of these dudes have been caught up on some snitching shit, you know? Especially after the Gucci thing. I know you're from Alabama, but it's the same shit.
Gucci Man from Atlanta, bro. Don't start the Alabama shit.
Well, he grew up in Alabama, right?
Gucci Man was born, and I think raised in his earlier years, and he moved to Atlanta. Gucci Man is an Atlanta artist. Nobody talks about Alabama.
But nobody talk about Alabama in general.
Right. No. Yeah, but I'm just saying.
It's easier for us to like round up
Don't
and just
diss
put them
Alabama.
No, I love Alabama.
Right.
Shout out to Alabama, but like there's a reason why it's easier to think of Gucci as a
listen,
Atlanta artist.
when Gucci was at his height, they wasn't talking that Alabama shit.
No, yeah.
Come on.
Now it's convenient.
Right.
Yeah.
Jeezy, they say, Jeezy ain't from Atlanta. But when Jeezy was winning and he was at the top of the totem pole, he wasn't saying that shit, bro.
No, that's real. People do
They
that
use
for
it as a
sure.
weapon.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think Gucci's career is over as far as, I mean, going forward, like, we saw him this weekend go to this big football game, get love from a bunch of normies and white people and shit like that, you know. Even in that environment, he had people calling him a rat when they got the opportunity to. We saw he did a little meet and greet with this woman that apparently saved him from drowning at some point when he was a kid.
Yeah.
I personally feel like when I see this is he hired a crisis PR management company. I don't think he had them when he did the song. I think the song was such a bad idea that he just did that.
Yeah, out of emotion, out of frustration, out of anger, out of confusion.
And then I think now he's probably got some assistance because that's probably what I would have told him to do. We need to insert you into situations in which you're going to be loved and which people are going to show you respect and whatnot. This football game makes sense, humanizing you by talking to this woman who saved your life. It forces
a non-hostile crowd.
Forces people to think, oh, what if he was dead?
Right.
What if he never put out all this music? Wouldn't his life have been so bad? And that, you know, at least forces people to maybe humanize him a little bit. But I mean, as far as like rappers working with him, it seems like it's dark for him. It's going to be
dark
cold,
for him before
bro.
this happened. Nobody screaming and yelling for no Gucci Man verse. His career was already on the south side of things.
But it wasn't like a public conversation in hip hop because his contribution was so significant for so long that people didn't want to say bad shit about him. So they were just letting him rock. Even like Young Thug, before he got locked up, his music career was really kind of on a decline, but nobody was really acknowledging it publicly because he's such a legend. Now with Gucci, it feels like, all the gloves are off from the community as a whole, and they're all just gonna shit on you now.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. He don't give a about what the community thinks. Who gives a about what some niggas think? He a millionaire. Who gives a fuck?
Privately, I believe that is what he's saying.
Who gives a, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? I'm a millionaire. Who gives a fuck what y'all saying? Most of y'all are broke. I call them po broke ass bitches. They don't, who gives a fuck?
But Gucci cares about his respect because his respect also helps determine how much money he's gonna make for the rest of his life.
Listen, here's what happened. A combination of the psychotropic medication and the voodoo pussy.
Do you think she got that?
She got voodoo pussy. Yes, she has voodoo pussy.
What, it's just got powers?
Yes, pussy has powers, especially that voodoo pussy. She from the islands. The psychotropic medication, the Seroquel, the Thorazine. Right? And the rest of that shit. And mixed with pussy. Psychotropic medication mixed with pussy from the islands. Hoodoo pussy.
Yeah.
He don't give a
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck.
Because like I'm like the biggest Gucci fan you could ever imagine. Like throughout my whole life, that's kind of been like since I first found out about him, it's kind of my favorite.
Hey, so when he said that, even though I know he's not from Atlanta, do you think Atlanta's gonna stop claiming Gucci Man now that he snitched? Y'all think they gonna start saying, man, that nigga ain't even from Atlanta, that nigga from Birmingham.
A rapper.
Let me tell you a secret, Adam.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Sure.
Want to hear a secret?
Yeah.
About the black community?
Yeah.
The black community don't give a fuck about people being rats.
Yeah.
They only say that because that's what people expect them to say. In every community, in every major, in New York, in Philadelphia, in Baltimore, in D.C., in Atlanta, in L.A., in Inglewood, in Compton, in Minnesota, in Chicago.
Yeah. I'm glad hey, I told you, it's Detroit niggas in Minnesota, it's Chicago niggas in Minnesota, it's Cali niggas in Minnesota, it's Ohio, it go down. Even in Milwaukee, even in Wisconsin, it goes down, brother. You ever been to Milwaukee? Go pull up in Milwaukee, thinking you blooding and cripping from Cali and see if they don't get on top of your head on some Milwaukee time. Watch.
Everybody knows somebody who's a rat. Everybody.
They're the cloud chaser. What's going on, brother?
What determines how people talk about you, how they treat you, is how much money you have. If you have money, you automatically going to have power because money, it influences how much power you have. People, the biggest drug, the biggest drug dealers in California are federal informants. The biggest drug dealers in Houston and Detroit, they all have working relationships unbeknownst to the general public with law enforcement. You can't sell drugs 10 years and not be on the feds' radar. The feds know everything. Local, state, and federal law enforcement know everything about the drug trade. You think you selling dope and they don't know about it? No. Niggas don't give a fuck about ratting. They use ratting as a weapon to criticize people they don't like.
Right.
Simple as that.
Yeah, but they do that with all kinds of stuff. They'll call you, they're gonna call you a racist, they're gonna call you whatever.
No, that's different.
Right, but I mean, like, people weaponize that shit and say it in situations where the truth is dubious.
Yeah.
And they'll just use it in general. Like, if one girl ever called you a racist, some people are going to use that to discredit you for the rest of your life.
Hey, watch this. So Detroit is watching this right now. The whole world is watching this right now.
True.
I'm on no jumper, dude. I'm on no jumper, baby.
And I'm interviewing Dogface.
Ain't never been Dogface. Hey, listen.
All right, y'all. I do need to go to Oakland and do something real quick, but I'm not ready to leave yet. So let's get some more content to look at. Is this what we just watched? Oh, it's why you criticized him in the past.
So, okay, you get into doing that kind of content, but then at what point how does that slowly transform and grow as the years go by? Like,
just my personality helped it grow.
Okay.
I was always a shit talking, rebel rousing ass.
I want to say this to Dogface. Bruh, I hit you up and you told me your number for the interview. That was my fault. I apologize because I didn't respond. So you probably took that as respect, like I left you on red or whatever. Really, I was just moving around, you know what I'm saying? And then when I went back and looked at it, thought about it, you had unfriended me or blocked me. So I just want you to know, if you ever see this video, that, yeah, bro, it wasn't no disrespect, you know what I'm saying? And I apologize because I shouldn't have left you on red and that could be, taken as disrespect, but it wasn't that at all. You know what I'm saying? You said a big number. I was trying to contemplate that big number and do my math. You know what I'm saying? And then when I went back, you were impatient, brother. Work on your patience, Dogface. Let's keep going.
I was always a rattlesnake ass, and I've never been afraid to speak my opinion. So that's what helped it grow. I became more notorious because on my podcast, I would just simply tell the truth about all the shit that I was singing.
Right.
You can't be effective as a podcaster if you're afraid to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
You'll never make it nowhere. Most of the shit that happens in the urban environment, right? Most of that shit is dumb, ridiculous.
That's what AK-47 was saying. He was just like, man, I rock with you because I could tell, like, you ain't out here holding back no punches. You kept it real. Even when it came to me, as you was reviewing my video, you was keeping it funky. Like, man, this nigga do woo. So I pride myself in being able to just keep it 1,000, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't be trying to sugarcoat shit and be nice you know what I mean? Fuck being nice. Let's beef. I don't want to be friends with y'all niggas, man.
Stupid ass shit. If you are a person who's afraid to tell the truth about it, you never get nowhere. People like controversy. That's why people fall in love with the Charleston Whites of the world. People fall in love with some of the more controversial types who exist in the whole podcast, YouTube space.
Yeah.
If you're a truth teller, whether people like it or not, your brain is gonna grow faster than somebody straddling the fence, sitting on the edge, don't want to tell the truth about something.
Right.
Yeah. No,
so I became known as a person who, no matter what, I'll tear your ass up. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna light your ass up.
Because everybody knows that if you go like hang out with the guys outside the liquor store or whatever, for me it was like hanging out at the skate park.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Anytime I hear a white person say go hang out with the guys at the liquor store, I automatically feel racism in my bones. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I automatically feel like you really think that about black people. Like, we all hang out at the liquor store. I've never in my life hung outside of a liquor store. And maybe y'all look at me like, you're not even a tough guy. But the point is, I've never hung outside of a liquor store. So stop saying that shit. It makes me mad. You know what I'm saying?
With a bunch of BMX skate dudes or whatever. It's like, dudes' opinions about rappers or what's going on in the culture or whatever are super like untethered by like being polite at all. Like they don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
People are saying, man, I hate this rapper. He's a bitch. He's a hoe. He's a whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then meanwhile, if you want to like hear people express those exact same viewpoints on a podcast, it's like pretty tough because people don't really love to, especially once you get to a position of power or influence, people don't love to hop on a podcast and basically ruin any chance of ever having a relationship with that person or rapper. And so over the years, I've ran into that a million times with different podcast hosts where it's like, oh, you're never going to be a great podcaster because you want to be able to see this dude and this dude in the club and be able to pop a bottle with them and take a shot, etc. And that's probably not going to happen. Now, to be fair, now we have people modeling it where like Academics is very, very outspoken. And seems like he can kind of like maintain relationships with the rappers a lot of times, even despite being outspoken, because he's not
afraid
like
of him. Because they're afraid of him.
But also, he manages to do it in a way that's not necessarily super disrespectful, which I feel like sometimes I have an issue with
he
that.
Can get disrespectful.
He can, but it's not.
Look at
A lot of times,
him
he
and Lil
doesn't.
Baby.
Yeah.
What just happened with him and Lil Baby?
He probably ain't gonna be popping name bottles with Lil Baby in the near future. Yeah.
Probably not. Yeah,
maybe one day. Yeah,
probably not. But that's what it is, though. So the whole thing about the podcast space is you can't be afraid to tell the truth, and you can't be trying to be friends with all these.
I'm
Listen,
trying to figure out.
There's never a
Like,
shortage of content.
What does Dogface do?
Because niggas is always doing dumb shit.
Is he just
Every day
the
you wake
Detroit
up, it's niggas doing new dumb shit.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we get these guys that just come on the scene. Like, if we're speaking about Detroit, it's like Trick. I guess I kind of knew what he did. I mean, is he like the new Trick? You feel what I'm saying? Because obviously he's speaking for Detroit, or a lot of Detroit, it seems as if. You know what I'm saying? So what does he really do? Does he make music? Is he a producer? Is he just a podcaster? What does Dogface do?
Right? So there's never a shortage of information. There's never a shortage of subject. Listen, we went to sleep one day, woke up the next day, and Pooch Shiesty and them allegedly robbed Gucci Man.
right. Would have been hard to imagine a few days before that. Yeah,
Yeah, we go to sleep the same night we wake up, Gucci Man and make statements against, right?
yeah.
We go to sleep, we wake up, some other dumbass shit is gonna happen.
Yep.
We're never gonna have, it's never gonna be a shortage of content because the content is just simply looking at the lives of people who are
Detroit Pontiac is
who are
Michigan,
athletes,
nigga.
who are famous, who are celebrities. There's never gonna be a shortage of that because most of those people who have celebrity status, most of them motherfuckers are stupid as a motherfucker. And they're rushing towards their own destruction.
What does he do,
There's never a
though?
shortage of that.
Other
Sometimes
than
it feels like
podcasting,
so many people have been killed or locked up that it does feel like there's like almost a limited number of people that like are really worth paying attention to, but then new shit just unfolds, like the Pooch Shiesty and Gucci Mane thing, like especially within specific communities, like in the SoundCloud world, it's like, damn, all these fools got killed or overdosed, and then in the drill world, everybody getting locked up or getting killed. But yeah, I mean, like, there's always gonna like the culture will always find new people to
Watch
pay
this.
attention to.
You're never going to go out of business. I've been critical as a of you, and you know I have, right?
Somewhat,
right? Yeah, I've been critical as a and here are some of the things I've said about you. Sure, right? I never called you a culture vulture.
Okay,
because I know the culture that we live in, all the things that we consider like hip hop, for example. Hip hop is not just a black thing. Hip hop is a Latin thing. Hip hop is a white thing. Some of the most legendary figures in hip hop were whiter than you are right now. The Rick Rubens of the world. Some of the most influential people in hip hop. They come from different walks of life and different racial backgrounds. I've been critical of you because
because I thought he spoke for Detroit, so he's a Pontiac nigga, so he can't even really speak for Detroit. Is that what you're trying to tell me, sir? And so they're really riding with Peasy over Dogface. I thought like Dogface was like one of them guys. I thought the rappers had to holler at him. You know what I'm saying? I thought the rappers had to holler at him. Y'all let me know, because I'm confused. You know what I'm saying?
I have felt like that. I've called you Jerry Springer. And you remember that?
That's fair.
Yeah, I've called you Jerry Springer. I said some modern day.
I'm a big Jerry Springer fan.
Jerry Springer. All niggas. You a nigga.
Thank you.
You a nigga. You an honorary nigga. Come on.
I'll take that as a compliment in this specific context.
Listen, Jerry Springer's biggest fan base was
unemployed people watching TV in the middle of the day.
To say niggas.
Well, right.
But a large percentage of probably black people watching that shit. Yeah.
Poor people.
Yeah.
Right. You don't see the director of Microsoft watching Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Right. So it wasn't even about race. It was about just. It's like a status thing. It was less about race, more about static. I've called you show Marty Day Jerry Springer. I never called you a culture vulture. And I never said that you were the police. I never said Vlad was the police. You know why?
Just jump back.
Because you don't go looking for crime to talk about. If you interviewing somebody and they're stupid enough to expose some type of criminality on your show, that's not your fault. Your job as a content creator is to get the story that nobody else can get. Right? If that's your job. So if you know something about me and you ask me something about my past, or if you ask me about something that you know that I'm involved with, it's your job to get the scoop as a content creator. Who wants to you don't want to interview me? I'm saying all the same shit that I said to him, and her. Nah, your job as an effective content creator is to get the story, to get the scoop. So if a rapper or somebody in the street is stupid enough to tell you something that they shouldn't be telling you, that's not your fault.
Yeah.
Right. And I saw you and I've heard about you taking content down when you were sitting across from somebody and they were stupid enough to talk about a crime that was unsolved.
Yeah.
And so at first I was just hypercritical of you, right? Until until somebody pulled my coat. I think Cliff World is the one. Shout out to Cliff. Yeah, Cliff World told me, like, man, Adam, there have been so many guys have incriminated themselves on Adam's show and on No Jumper just as a whole, even on No Jumper News. And Adam reviewed that shit and told he would take that shit down. It may have been too late in some respects. You know what I mean? Like when you had the baby shooters and the what's his name? What's his nigga name? Loose Cannon. Right? Loose Cannon sat on your show and talked about all kinds of criminal shit. And you took it down.
That's why you giggle like that, right?
Well, I took that down specifically because I thought Big U was going to sue me.
You took it down, nevertheless.
Yeah.
You hear me? Sue you for what? You gonna sue me because somebody else said something about you?
He was like basically threatening us because he said that we were
up there. He don't get it.
He was never gonna win that in court because you didn't say it,
show.
and you were not pushing the narrative.
Yeah. I mean, we were really just asking this guy, Loose Cannon, about this story that he had that, you know, it was well supported, the fact that he spent all this time with Big U. He was telling us about stuff that we had never heard of, like, oh, me and Big U used to go rob dispensaries together, and then we would go chop up the money, and he would stiff me on some of.
So listen, one thing Loose Cannon used to always tell me that I always thought was weird and I never understood, right? Loose Cannon used to always say, bro, I talk to Big U all the time. We're not beefing. That's my uncle. You know, but he was a known liar. But I always thought that was weird that he would always say that. Like, bro, I'm not, you know, like, I talk to Big U. I could call Big U right now. But, you know, he was a big capper, so I don't know. But I just thought that was weird. But let's keep going, though.
The money, shit like that. And we'd be like, we're sitting there like, God, like, Big U doing shit like that? Like, we had never, I didn't know.
Hey, listen, Loose Cannon is arguably one of the stupidest that the streets have ever saw.
Yeah, he's
whether
up
it's
there.
LA or New York or whatever. You can't find many more people
see
who
how
were
they talk
as
about
stupid
people?
as he was.
Listen, so when Loose Cannon first went to jail, and y'all was taking his calls and y'all was getting views off of him, you wasn't talking about him like that. But now that Dollface is up there and Loose Cannon is out the algorithm and all of that, yeah, he is pretty stupid. Yeah, he is pretty dumb. You know what I mean? That's why I take all of this shit with a grain of salt. Like, I know it's all about what you can do for somebody.
Right? He locked up right now because he put himself there. Right? People blame Wack, and I don't like Wack at all. Period. I don't like Wack's get down. I don't like his politics. But the one thing that Wack is good for is manipulating stupid ass to get them to do what he wants them to do.
Yes,
and
sir.
the specific situation with Loose Cannon, there's probably no more extreme example than him doing it with him. Yeah, he fully like weaponized this dumbass dude to basically go over somebody.
That's crazy. Did I just say he gonna talk funky? He don't need you no more. Just peep how people will change it up when they don't need you, when you're not convenient, when you don't have any benefit to bring to the table. That's crazy. Let's keep going.
He's under indictment right now because he was listen. He hated Big U so much,
you know,
and so the whole thing with Wack is the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So he took Loose Cannon and he took all the things that Loose Cannon knew. Loose Cannon knew more about Big U than Wack ever did, and they were all friends at one point in time. Wack was friends with Big U at one time, but Loose Cannon was like his drone. He was like his lapdog. Right? And so Wack 100 used Loose Cannon to expose Big U in such a way to where Big U was doomed. The second that Loose Cannon came on your show, Big U was through.
Yeah.
He was through. Because this telling stories about U-Haul trucks getting stolen from the Big U's house.
Mm-hmm.
He's telling stories about Meek Mill's getting
Is it just me or
getting
is he
cornered
not
in the
bringing
club.
no new
Yeah.
information
He's telling
to the
stories about extortion, robbery, assaults, all things that he was involved in.
Yeah. Like as if the statute of limitations is like just a couple years and then this is all good. Yeah.
Listen, he's in prison
Yeah.
because he told stories about Big U's criminal activity, and guess who was involved in it? Him. It don't get no more stupider than that.
No, it's astonishing. Yeah.
On a level of stupidity, if 10 being the highest, right, that nigga's a moron, he's an imbecile.
The dumbest.
He in prison because, or he finna go to prison because of his own level of stupidity, and he was used like a pawn on Wack's chessboard.
I mean, the situation with Loose Cannon where him and his boys beat the out of a dude in the alley. I mean,
right out here?
Yeah.
They happen right out there?
I mean, listen, like I respect doing that to someone. If you got an issue with somebody, you feel like somebody disrespected you, you want to beat the out of them. I mean, that's how it goes. But then you posted the video. And now, like very recently, all the other guys from that situation got arrested.
Why would he even say that?
And like they already got this whole case against Loose Cannon. I guess this gets added to it at some point. But like the level of stupidity to do that and then post that is breathtaking.
Oh man, my bad, y'all. Forgot we was goddamn me podcasting. What? Jay Stalin? What?
Top of the top, man. It's heavy, man. You digging what I'm saying? Back at it like an addict, you know? So yeah, though. So somebody was in my DM, right? And they was asking me, am I beefing with Jay Stalin? You get what I'm saying? Check game, man. Am I beefing with Jay Stalin? Nah, I ain't beefing with Jay Stalin. You feel what I'm saying? I never really had a problem with Jay Stalin.
I know I got a predominantly LA, following. So Jay Stalin, obviously is a Bay Area rapper. Cash Money Lavish, CML Lavish, is a Bay Area rapper as well. You know what I'm saying? Pimp/rapper. And let's get into this.
Real life, like I never really had a problem with Jay Stalin, you know what I'm saying? I was just,
oh yeah,
trolling,
my bad.
Tripping.
Before I get into this, I want y'all to know that Oops is Jay Stalin cousin right here, man. So, you know what I mean? And I've actually met Jay Stalin, man. Cool dude, man. Cool dude. Give me 1 second. I want to pull it up for y'all. Cool dude. Why can't I find my page? I don't know how to use Instagram on the computer, but let me show y'all me and Jay Stalin. Cool dude, man, just real down to earth, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll sit down and just chop it up with you, take a couple shots with you and really chop it up. Damn, it's damn near at the end. This shit is loaded hella slow. I'm sorry, y'all. Just wanted to stun on y'all real quick and let y'all know I knew a couple of people. But this shit is taking so long. I got so much content on here. It's gonna take forever. Oh yeah. Flocka weak ass is on there. I need to take that off. Not promoting suckers. There we go. So this is Jay Stalin, man. This is who he's talking about. Real dude, man. Official dude. I thought I had more pictures of this guy up there. But yeah, man. Official dude. Let's get into the story, though.
Gang banging, just doing all of that type of stuff, So,
yeah, CML.
Fast forward to about.
I hate it. Hold on,
say
look,
2 years ago.
I'm sorry. I hate it when CML. I don't want to say when because I guess maybe I got up on a beef once I got out here in the Bay Area and moved out here to Cali. But I hated that I really fuck with Mozzie music, right? I always was a Mozzie fan. I knew about Mozzie before I knew about CML Lavish, right? You know what I'm saying? So when I started to hear, Lavish music, I was like, oh, he's hard. And I'm like one of them loyal type of listeners. Like, if I mess with this side, I don't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I messed with Bankroll Fresh, so I didn't want to listen to No Plug. I messed with Mo3, so I didn't want to listen to Yellow Beezy and Trap Boy Freddy. I don't want to support them. You know what I'm saying? So when it came to Mozzie and then I heard CML, I'm like, it's hard. Then I was just like, damn near he more gutter too. He more real with it. But Mozzie just got that goddamn, you know what I'm saying? He got that spiel, man. You can't, you can't not like Mozzie. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
I get a DM from Jay STALIN.
What?
He like, hey, he like called me. You know what I'm saying? It's some you missing out on some money. And I had to click on the profile, like, man, let me see what is this, man. And I'm like, oh, this is an official page for sure. So I'm like, I don't know if I called him on the first time or I DM'd him back, like, what's up? And then he you know, something on the floor for you. So I tap in with bro. I'm like, what's happening? He like, boy, what's up with it? Whoop, 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 da da da. He like, bro, you missing out on some money, man. I know somebody, bro, you feel me? And they been looking at some royalties, you feel me? And they came across something, you know what I'm saying? And you missing something. It's like, but I'm gonna tap you in with him. Boom, boom, bam. I'm like, what you know what I'm saying? Like, what you need, you know what I'm saying? What you want out of it? You're like, nothing, bro. You dig what I'm saying? You feel me? You been doing your thing, bro. I see you. I salute you. You feel me? It's like, I'm just, you know, letting you know what I'm saying? There's something on the floor for you. I'm like, all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, he shoot me dude number. So I tap in with the boy, white boy. He like, hey, what the whoop, we talking, chopping it up, da da da. He's like, yeah, you missing out on some money and what the wham. So I lined him in with my manager. I think I lined him in with my manager from the gate. And then he tapped in with me on FaceTime, like a three-way FaceTime with the white boy, my manager at the time, and me. So it's just us three on the phone. STALIN ain't on the phone, no. He just connected the dots. So he like, yeah, you got some money on the, you know, well, I just got all your bank information. I just want to confirm everything and boo, wham, man.
What? You fell
like,
for
right,
that?
Good.
Come on now, P.
Bruh, yeah, deposit or transfer or wire, something hit my account for like 30.
30 ball?
30,000.
30 ball?
For sure. If it wasn't 30, it was 40. It wasn't less than.
That's how you know he gets
sure,
money.
But I'm gonna say it was 30.
When you don't know exactly how much hit your account because you already had a few nice little band-aids in there, it just got all mixed up, and you like, it might have been 30 or 40. You gotta be playing with some band-aids. I just want y'all to know that he's playing with some goddamn gas. Let's get going now.
2,000 or something. I don't remember. You feel me? So many wires come through this mug, you know. But
is hard, dog.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, this nigga STALIN. This nigga STALIN just, you feel what I'm saying? Like, connect the dots and got a bag. You know what I'm saying? A lot of rap artists would never see 30,000 off of music, especially at one play without signing a deal or nothing like that. You dig what I'm saying? So for me just to have money sitting around like that, and he tapped in, you dig what I'm saying? Like, and hit me like, hey, bro, you got some money sitting around here, bro. You playing, get on your business. And that right there opened my eyes, and I'm like, okay, this why this boy STALIN is legendary in this bay. You dig what I'm saying? Even around Sacramento, you know, they love his music, you feel me, or whatever. But I'm like, this is why they rock with dudes. You dig what I'm saying? He a genuine person. He didn't ask for nothing, bro. He could have said, bro, just shoot me 5 bands, bro. You dig what I'm saying? And whoop 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 and da da. He could have said anything. I know some people who know me that would have said shoot them something for sure, or the play wouldn't even happen. He wouldn't connect the dots.
Ain't nobody chipping off nothing for free.
Bro.
He got something on the back end.
Didn't want a dime.
I don't want to say it like that, but you know.
Like I salute that dude. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out STALIN, Jay STALIN. You dig? Like I salute that dude. You feel me? Like on the real. Like he kept it 100. Didn't ask for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like and we never talked again. You dig what I'm saying? I think he hit me. Or I hit him back like good looking out or something like that. I don't remember. You dig what I'm saying? I think it's from my old page that got deleted. But yeah though, man. Dude looked out for me though, man. You dig what I'm saying? Like if I'm ever anywhere, you dig what I'm saying, and somebody try to, you know what I'm saying, get that dude, and I wouldn't let it happen for sure. You dig what I'm saying? That's just me. That's just how I'm rocking though. I wouldn't let it happen. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm from SAC, I'm from Iraq. You know what I'm saying? My homies might not feel his homies, or his homies might not feel my homies, or whatever, but I'm not letting it even go down like that. You dig what I'm saying? That dude put some bread in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Made a way for me to feed my family, like on some genuine, you know what I'm saying? Like solid. And people don't do that. You dig? Especially when they consider you an op, or somebody like me who been dissing, you know what I'm saying? Like came in an early career dissing Livewire, dissing Jay Stalin, dissing Filthy Rich, dissing all them dudes over there. You dig what I'm saying? And like coming to their shows, starting problems, like, you know what I mean? Like, and for him to do that, I just like, damn, you feel what I'm saying? Like, he's a man, you feel what I'm saying? That's why he got the liquor, you know what I'm saying? That's why he got the, or the champagne, you feel me? The barbershops, you feel me? Whatever he got, probably a clothing store or whatever. But that's because he do good deeds, you dig what I'm saying? And I want to touch on another thing. So when I got that, so y'all remember like 2009, 2010, when I had the big baby chain. And I was like, yeah, man, this Jay Stalin, man, I put diamonds on him. And I was trolling, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go get no chain, Jay Stalin. It wasn't nothing like that. Just so happened, you dig what I'm saying? That was the first banked up logo. You dig what I'm saying? That was the first banked up logo. I had just got out of prison, so I got it drawn up. It was a picture of my niece, my brother Prince Dreda, his daughter. You dig what I'm saying? My niece Kaya. So that was my first banked up logo. And she was standing up, and I had him put the money bag in her hand. You know what I'm saying? But she looked like a little boy because she had a bald head as a baby. You dig what I'm saying? So in the midst of me getting out and getting into it with Jay Stalin and Livewire, and I never really got into it with Stalin though. You feel what I'm saying? I got into it with, you know, one of their associates. You feel me? Whatever. They no need to name drop. But, you know, they was all one. So where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's gang banging. You dig what I'm saying? You beef with one, you beef with all. So I'm calling everybody out. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was never nothing personal. You dig what I'm saying? It was kind of heated in the beginning. They like, hold on, you dig what I'm saying? You're doing too much. You know, I'm turned up around here at the time. I done calmed down a lot. But just so happened, when we going back and forth, I never really went back and forth with Stalin, you know what I'm saying? But it was me and Phil, me and Shady, you know what I'm saying? Lil Blood was talking his from the side or whatever, doing his thing, you dig what I'm saying? Some other dudes over there was doing their thing, but
I just said, I put Mozzie in the spot of, I put Mozzie in the spot of Filthy Rich, my bad, y'all. But Mozzie for sure was, you know what I'm saying, one of the people that I was like, dang, you don't mess with him either. But for sure it was Filthy Rich. Filthy Rich was a lot of the, a big part of the reason that I came to the Bay. I was just, you know what I'm saying, enamored with Filthy Rich and his lifestyle and everything in Oakland and everything. So, you know, I used to want to just ride down Seminary and just be in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie.
I was getting at these dudes, right? Getting at them. And they was getting back at me or whatever. It just so happened I was getting that chain made. And when it came, and when it got done, it was the size of, as long as a piece of paper, binder paper. You know what I'm saying? Thick, you know, nobody wasn't rocking like that at the time. And I was just popping it. Yeah, man, I just got Jay Stalin made. Because somebody said that, like, oh, bro, like Jay Stalin on your neck, bro. I said, yeah. I said, oh, yeah, I got some. Yeah, man, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I got Jay Stalin on my neck, man, you dig? But, yeah, you feel me? It wasn't nothing personal, though. But I just wanted to clear that up, though, because nobody never knew. Just my homies in my circle and my people knew that that chain wasn't really Jay Stalin. You dig what I'm saying? But, yeah, you know, I just wanted to put that out there so y'all can, you know what I'm saying, know the facts and know the history of the legendary chain I had. That was the first banked up logo, the banked up baby. You dig what I'm saying? I got another logo, you feel me? I change logos every so often. This is a new logo. This me and AWAC's collab. Y'all can go get these. You know what I'm saying? The banked up Pyrex collab. So yeah, that's how we coming though, you feel what I'm saying? So on another note, shout out to that boy. He's heavy.
Oh, that's what's up, man. All right, I gotta get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta run to the town real quick, but I appreciate y'all for popping in. You know what I'm saying? Mess with the kid. You gonna get this algorithm back on track. You know what I'm saying? like I told y'all before, I'm really gonna be trying to do more of the mainstream content here, and we gonna bring y'all to the hood on DTE Clips. So if y'all see me on here doing Neon or whatever, I'm still doing other stuff. It's just on DTE Clips. So make sure y'all follow the page. It's right there below. Y'all go ahead and follow it. And E14, hell no. Come on, you about to go to E14. No, I'm about to go get a bag for real. What was I saying? Yeah. Go follow the clips. Follow the backup page, DTE Clips. Go follow the Kick page. Go follow the Twitch page. Because on those, I never break the stream. On these, I'm breaking them up. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking them off. I'm putting them on. So if y'all on Kick especially Kick, because I never go off Kick, man. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody that was in here. But we're going to get out of here to this oops one more time. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget your car seat. You know what I'm saying? I might put this old chair in there. Y'all like the Yeezy? This is what I was showing y'all. I don't know if y'all heard me. This is the Yeezy sweats. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to be $20, but not they $40. So I don't know. I think the hoodie was $60 and the pants was $40. They got the baggy fit type shit. I've been looking for some baggy, you know what I mean, stuff to wear. So yeah, man, I got the Yeezy stuff, man. We got some new lights around here, all that type of stuff. We doing different things. We gonna get back active. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all tap in, though. I don't know. I might go live again when I come home. We'll see. But let's get out of here to this oops. I appreciate everybody tapping in, tune in. It's your boy Demon Time Exotics. And I'm gone.
Red beams on the sticks just so we can see. Heading to the top, that's where I'ma be. Way a nigga moving, got them all scared of me. Allegedly, and apparently was hoes. I can see that shit up in their eyes. Yeah, it's blurry, but I'm still reading through the lines. I've been gone, I've been way up in the sky. Nigga coming home, she say that she ain't coming tonight. Nigga, sticks all around me, nigga, you can see it everywhere. Tell them niggas that you around and I ain't ever scared. Big weapons on me, nigga, tell them that I'm well prepared. And this chick on me, nigga, tell her to get out of here. I don't like to hang with no followers. All they gon' do is call the coppers here. TLC, baby, that's just copperware. In other words, table letters in the chairs. Beat a nigga ass with a fucking snare. Meet a nigga fast like you wasn't there. Extra utensils like Tupperware. And we 9 deep, why would you coming here? I don't like your kind, nigga, I can't even lie. Niggas gon' be fake when the motherfucking die. I ain't tripping up. Real niggas, they know that I'm with it though. Getting to the motherfucking bread like a dinner roll. Red beams on the sticks just so we can see. Heading to the top, that's where I'ma be. The way that I'm moving got niggas scared of me. Allegedly, and apparently it's whole. I can see it in their eyes. Keep it on sense, nigga, quit telling lies. In sync with it, baby, bye, bye, bye. All you heard was a click, then a bop, bop, bop. Nigga, what you finna do with all that ass that she got? She said, what you gonna do with all that cash that you got? If they don't give it to me, then I'm snatching the top. Got a bunch of killers with me like we playing Black Ops, nigga. Hold up. But this is not a game. Only hanging with the real ones, cause I don't hang with lames. She say that she tryna get her money. She like, all you do is work, work. I'm like, we can only do this shit cause we been putting in the work. They don't know about my squad, niggas turn. I got day ones with me, you should see the ones that turn. Big lighter, just in case I'm playing against on Bridges Burn. I've been taught the game by OGs, but some say I never learned. Been the same way since so this shit is for better or worse. You got me, but all you got is the problems I have with her. So I'm back to work, the left is work, spectacular, but vernacular. If she leave, then that's on her. I got God with me, I'm about to take them back to church. You hating on me on my soul, promise that won't work. Hating on me on my soul, promise that won't work. Only get to do this shit cause we get to work. Yeah, we only get to do this shit cause we put in work. Wonder what's the price of love and why does it cost it all? I'm up on the list, if I'm on the list then you can cross me off. This shit just like Gilligan's Island, I ain't lost with y'all. Told me to take my time, I don't waste my time at all. I don't have no idols or no heroes. They say money is the root of all evil, but if life is the price to cost people, then why? Don't know about my spine, niggas turn. I got day ones with me, you should see the ones that chose to turn. Big lighter just in case the flame, the gas that niggas burn. We can only do this shit cause we been putting in the work. We can only do this shit cause we been putting in the work. We promise